Here we go.
Gamers, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're back out here on the water, so you know what that means. We out here making money. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Got something new for you today. Leave a like on the video if you are having fun with the Fishing North Atlantic series. Sub to the channel if you happen to stumble across us or you just haven't hit that button just yet. Make my day. Been a rough week. Had to say goodbye to our puppy dog, but Monday we should be able to bring home a new member of the family. So I'll keep y'all posted. In the next video, I might throw up a picture just so you guys can see the new members of the family, but stay tuned for that. Otherwise, let's get started on this video. So what are we doing today? Well, I happened to hit my quota with the, what was that, pollock? Pretty much on the end of the season, which lucked out, or just kind of turned out perfectly for us. Let's see, if you go to the wiki, come down to fish types and go to the seasons. It was basically April 30th when we hit pretty much the end of what we can catch in these guys. So the very next day started up mackerel season. So I did some research. Seems like the best way to grab those guys is with the nets. So that is what we're doing today. I got a shark following us around. Nice. That's awesome. That's probably the best view we can get of that big guy. That's cool. So we're doing net fishing. We are after some mackerel. I've only done a little test run just to kind of see how much you get in each net. Sold about 13,000 pounds. So we're going to rock and roll with that today. So with that in mind, let's remember to get the crew going. So we're going to be hauling. Where's Ruby at? There you go. Alright, so the layout of the boat is just a little bit different when you're doing the net stuff versus the long lines. But we still got the big booty hunter is what we're using. Looks like everybody's good to go, so. Now you do kind of have to pick these up a bit like the long lines. You do want to have the side of the boat with the hauler kind of perpendicular to the buoy, or else it'll just be super picky. Hit that bad boy full speed because it doesn't really matter. It's just going to stop you anyways. And I missed it. Of course. Choke. Let's see. Everybody's out there, right? I should have grabbed it. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So this one does have a little mini game too if you're doing it manually. As the fish magically show up here, there's no animation for down here. But once they show up over here, you gotta click it just right to grab the fish as it comes in. So I much prefer to let the employees do it, of course. That's what we pay them for. 6,000? Okay, it's one of the biggest nets that we've had so far. Now I'm kind of lazy, even though, well, that's going to be about as... I kind of lined everything up a little too tight this time, so we'll just try to do the big run up and swoop to the side on these guys. Seems like in the one string that I already ran, it seems like it was a little less picky than the long lines, so we'll try it. Maybe I just got unlucky on that first one. Let's see. And the boat is fully upgraded now. And we're sitting at just under $1 million, I believe, in monies. So we are rocking and rolling. Not the greatest net on that one. 1,600. I did 5 the first time. 5 or 6? 6, I think, actually. And ended up with the 13,000, so it seems like we're on a little bit better start than that. We'll see. I think I dropped 20 nets total. I was kind of curious to see how how many we gotta grab before we're full. And I figure once I hit the quota on this, might speed up time a little bit to get it to tuna season. We'll go tuna fishing. But yeah, we are right on the mackerel. Like, not worth a ton. It's like $1.20, something like that per pound. But we're gonna be out here for so long. These guys are definitely gonna have a chance to process all this. So, no worries there. Yeah, seems easier to just manually run over and grab the buoy. Yeah, if you look at the fish finder, we are right on top of these bad boys. I really don't think it's going to take more than a couple of runs and we should be good. Get the most money we can get out of mackerel. Maybe upgrade the ship. Like get a new ship before tuna season. Someone told me I should try the smallest big boat. Give that a whirl. Trying to remember how much storage my the ship I was using on the save that got lost. I honestly can't remember. That was a while ago. I guess I'm not really surprised the save disappeared, even though that's legit the first time one of my Steam saves has ever kind of vanished on me, and the achievements and everything. So just weird, but it's whatever. I'm like, did I have it through the Epic Game Store or something? I don't know. It's been a while. We are back at it. Now, I do plan on checking out that Expedition 33. That has my curiosity. I'm definitely a turn-based RPG guy, but the doesn't sound like it's straight turn-based, like, you know, Earthbound, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, stuff like that. It's more like Super Mario RPG, which is cool. I'll be honest, I have not gotten a chance to finish that game. I have started a playthrough of Super Mario RPG, and I think I even have on the Switch. Yeah, actually, I have it on the Switch. I don't know, was that a remake or a remaster they did of Super Mario RPG for the Switch? And I can record that, so if you guys are curious, playthrough on that. Like I said, I've never actually played all the way through that. It's usually not too long after I acquire Bowser as a team member, it seems like, that for some reason I just stopped playing the game. I don't really know what happens there. But yeah, if you guys would like me to do a playthrough of Super Mario RPG, I can set that up. I probably need to do that. Can you really consider yourself a old school gamer if you haven't played all the way through Super Mario RPG? Like, my favorite RPG of all time is easy. It's Final Fantasy 3/6, just depending on which country and time frame that you're looking at. I have absolutely played so many hours on that one. It's my absolute favorite. I'm not even 100% that I've fully cleared it. Something usually happens to my save. Same thing with Breath of Fire 2. I can never fully... No, actually, I think I did finally make it through that one. I had to do a couple of playthroughs of Breath of Fire 2 because my save kept getting messed with. I did have that happen with some Final Fantasies on the... What was it? Original PlayStation? PlayStation 2 maybe? Just memory card issues. Like, I couldn't tell you which number, but it was the Final Fantasy where you could actually capture the kind of like world bosses. Like, the one I remember specifically is the cactus, because my save corrupted right after I finally captured his butt. Yeah, the first couple of times I ran into him, he just one-shot me. Might have been the one with the card system where you would like pull abilities off of the monsters to use later, something like that. It's been a while. But yeah, good old corrupted saves. Kind of like was it the original Gran Turismo? If you ran a certain test track too many times, it would erase your save. Yeah, ran into that a couple of times. Didn't actually learn the cause of it till years later. Apparently, it's a known bug with that game. It's like you don't want to do the 1,000-meter test track or something like that. I can't remember. You do it so many times and yeah, just poof, corrupts your save file. So yeah, I had no idea till years and years later. So if you ever run into that and didn't know that, just a little heads up. Alright, so we're almost halfway through this string, and well, let's see what we get out of this one. We could be give or take on pace to fill us up when we finish the string. I try not to have the crew screen up because it kind of gives away how many fish you caught in that net. So 10K, nice. Okay, so we're right at halfway, and we're about to pull number 9. I freaking love it. That's beautiful. Okay, I was kind of sad. I have the longest nets, you know, the biggest ones that you can buy, and the weights that I've been getting wasn't exactly something to write home about. But if we can nail. Actually, I'm going to mark that particular spot. Alright, so we're just going to kind of cheat to quickly turn around here a little bit. Time saver. Got a good feeling about this particular string. I did try doing the pick up and put back down at the same time, and it just completely wore my dudes out. I just don't think they're leveled up enough to have that kind of stamina. Maybe in the future. Oh. Get it? Nope, sure didn't. Alright. Try that again. There we go. Alright, come on. Big money. Big money, big catches. Like this definitely isn't the worst one. Takes way less time than the long line fishing for sure. But I want to get to the tuna fishing. Did we get a big quota for tuna? Nice. Okay. So we almost did the redfish. Well, we did fill the redfish quota, and then we bought more quota, and I just never went back and finished that off. Went ahead and knocked out the pollock, and then another 8,000 here. So we're 700 on the mackerel. Okay, so we'll be out here a few times. All right, I can live with that because it's pretty easy. And like I said, I believe my people are doing a really good job at processing the fish. So not only will we be able to catch more, because you know they gut them and everything, and that saves you some weight, so you can catch some extra fish. And if you get it all processed before you get back to port, that definitely ups that dollar per pound kind of situation. Makes it definitely more profitable. So not in a huge hurry. We'll probably pick all these up and then drop them back out on a solo run. I'll show you guys the mechanic for the nets. It's kind of interesting. You definitely have to be a little more engaged than the other ones, but it's still pretty easy. Especially with this boat. I absolutely love this boat. I do have the side thrusters and everything now, and I just don't use them because this thing is just so easy to control. I say that, and now we're probably about to have 60,000 pounds of fish on this bad boy, and it's going to start like a iceberg. Oh, Pretty good catch. Right at, yeah, see, 61. All right. All right. Let's see how this treats us. I got a pretty good feeling. I am curious what like a fully processed storage of mackerel would net us at the port. With the pollock and the redfish, didn't really get a chance to fully process them before we got back to the shore, so we shall see. See what old number 11's got for us. According to the fish finder, it should be a pretty nice catch. Alright. You guys ready to grab this one? Yeah, can't really see the net or anything like you could with the long lines. So the only only way to really tell before they finish is just see how big of a jump each time. So this should be a pretty decent catch. Not great, but not horrible either. We'll take it. So what are we saying, about a little under 23,000 left in space? We still got like 8 or so nets to pull. We may end up throwing some of these back. Wouldn't hurt my feelings. Just means that we got a full storage. That is sure is pretty. Like, this game just is, it's nice to play and chill and just relax. The storms make it interesting. It really does feel like you can feel the water, like the current and everything. So like right now, lining up for these buoys is pretty straightforward, you know, nice easy night. But you come out here during one of them storms and the waves are going crazy and stuff, it can be a bit more interesting. I enjoy it. Couldn't really tell you which is my favorite type of fishing. Honestly, I like them all in the way that you can just kind of rotate through them for the different kinds of fish. You can catch the same kind of fish multiple ways. Certain fish you can only catch a certain way though. Like these, I'm not sure of another way to catch the mackerel. I just hadn't researched that far. I know you can get them netting, so that's what we went with. And again, the plans to get to crabs. I never got to crab. 11 and a half. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be throwing some of these back. Probably go ahead and pull up the nets anyway, even if we're full, because it's just a waste of your time to leave them out there and pull them up later. So we'll go ahead and pull full string, and then by then, after we run them back down, the processing should be done. They seem to be keeping a pretty good pace. I'm pretty happy about that. They got some extra training last time we were at port. That's why I have just under 1 million. I went ahead and did the last boat upgrades that we didn't have, and then spent a lot of money on the crew. So they should be good to go until we get to, well, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I went ahead and trained them up on the deep line just yet. So we'll need to do that before we get to the crabs. Now the nice thing about hiring your crew that suck at the very beginning is their low cut seems to kind of stick. They haven't really asked for more money. Not bad, okay. Wouldn't hurt my feelings if these last several just had like 2 in it. Just give us a reason to pull them all up. Speaking of, how are we doing on the processing? Oof. Okay, so they're about 50,000 pounds behind now. So yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull up the rest of these nets, and then we'll lay the... Yeah, according to the fish finder, might as well just lay them right back where I had them. And we will knock out another run. So the poll question for today, leave your answer in the comments. What's your favorite type of seafood? You guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm a very, very basic person. The same thing I might actually order for me and the kid tonight is some good old catfish. I just love some catfish. Growing up, oh wow, yeah, we filled it up way early. Oh well, yeah. Growing up, if we didn't want to go, grocery shopping or whatever, we just run down to the pond, catch some catfish. My grandparents were all about frying that up, cleaning and frying, all that good stuff. So yeah, if you ask me, one of the best comfort foods for this old boy is just some catfish and hush puppies. So we might do that for dinner tonight. So what about you guys? What's your favorite seafood? Now, don't get me wrong, I will get down on some shrimp. I love shrimp. It don't love me. So it's one of those situations where it's like, I got a craving for shrimp. I got anything to do tomorrow? No? Okay, we can have some shrimp. One of those kind of relationships. Yeah, I do love me some shrimp. Oh, you just gonna do me like you're just not gonna pull it up because we're full or what? I don't want to just leave these laying out here. Because unlike the other fish that we were doing, this port is like hours away. There we go. So I'll go ahead and get these last couple up. What time is it? Okay, pretty much middle of the night. 10 o'clock. It seems like it's been dark this whole time. I'm like, are we ever going to get a sunrise? Wait, let's see. Actually, we put you over there. Yeah, by the time we get all these pulled in and dropped back out, these guys are going to be exhausted. And you can definitely feel that she's full. She's just chugging through the water. They did a really good game, really good job with this game's physics and stuff. I just really enjoy it. So hopefully in the next episode we'll do some tuna fishing. Or let me know in the comments. Do you guys want me to... Why? Oh wait, I know why. That's why I couldn't take him off, because they won't auto pull unless two of them are there for some reason. I don't really understand that part, but it's whatever. Yeah, I don't necessarily understand that part, but maybe it is a two-person job. I definitely don't want to do that mini game. Like, I will sort, lobsters and stuff all day long, but the long line and the net mini game for like actually pulling in the fish, yeah, I'll pass. It's okay the first few times. Don't get me wrong. It's not hard or anything. It's just like laying out the long lines, especially, just takes so much time. It's like, that's what I have employees for. Let's speed up the pull-in process so we can be as efficient making money as possible. We're not out here to do things the slowest way possible. We want to work smarter, not harder. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 more nets to pull up. We'll see how the processors are at that point. Yeah, I got a little antsy. I'll put Ruby over there on the... What are y'all doing? Did I just like straight run over the buoy or something? Are y'all... Look, dude, that's right down the right side. Grab it up. There you go. Thank you. Like, these nets are pretty much a waste of time. Can y'all just get them out of the water? Let's go. Probably gonna be like, I'll say like $30,000 waiting for y'all at the dock. So let's go. Come on. We still gotta lay these back down too. So do we cut it down to 15 instead of 20? Or would that require a bit high of an average? So if we had a couple of low numbers, I don't know. 20 seems to be the play. About to take this buoy down the complete wrong side of the boat because I'm not paying attention. Oh, come on. Yeah, she heavy. She a heavy girl. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? I don't even know what else to say. Like, legit. Hello? It's right. Grab it. I don't care. Second? Oh, okay. I think I see the problem. There. Sorry, 2 degrees. Come on, man. Now, what's crazy to me is this boat holds 165 of these nets. So, who's throwing out 165 of these nets when I can fill up in 15? Like, that's kind of crazy. Dang, this was a pretty decent catch we're about to throw away. Oh well. So they've made a little progress. A little bit of progress on the processing. Even with an automatic machine, like gutting like 60,000 pounds of fish, or 88, I guess, 88,000 pounds of fish, that just seems crazy. These boats have to be just like circled by sharks and just everything else. Just picking up them scraps as they get thrown overboard. For real, that'd be crazy. But that would have to be some of the best like bait too, if you wanted to like just fish. Maybe while the pots are soaking or the nets are soaking. Grab you a fishing rod, throw some of them guts and stuff overboard. Grab it. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the turning nonsense. Yeah, literally like 2 degrees. So, okay, whatever. Now my hope is number 20 is actually going to be empty. There really wasn't any returns on the fish finder when I dropped that net, but the old OCD that y'all know so much about made us do 20. $65. Interesting. Now, I'm saying like 2K in this one, if anything. If anything at all. Come on, girl. I know you heavy. Let's go. Side of the buoy. There we go. There it is. by the time we get all these back out and travel back to port, if we don't have every single fish processed, I'm gonna be shocked. Maybe the guys get too tired or something. That's the only thing I can see that stop us, because we're gonna be out here for a minute. Like, this might be a long episode. Nah, we probably won't record the whole dropping of the nets. I'll give you guys an idea of what it's like, and then I'll send you on your adventures. Because again, the main idea behind this one, this series at least, is hopefully just to get some more players for this game, because it is a lot of fun. And then hopefully that will get them to do an awesome job with this new one that they're releasing. Alright. Now we can't do the autopilot on this one. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We can't do the autopilot on this one, and I'll show you why. First of all, let's see. Put you over here. Put you over here. Oh yeah, you guys are going to be absolutely whipped. So, when you drop the net, it's going to slow you down a bit, and you need to keep this thing in the center. Now, it's slightly counterintuitive. You want to hit the direction that you actually want the marker to move. And what I do is I use, if you guys can see that spool that's right there in the dead center of the boat, I use that as like the alignment, or the center marker of where to keep this thing at least relatively close to. Now, you don't have to be like super on top of this. It generally just kind of sways back and forth within a relatively safe margin, but every now and then it will just crank off to the side, and if you let it do that, it'll damage your nets. So yeah, pretty straightforward. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drop, I guess we'll do 20 again, just in case we have a low number, because starting off right here, it doesn't look like we'll get the greatest numbers. So I'll probably go ahead and drop another 20 down there, and we'll see what we come up with. See, I'm not even going to touch it and see how crazy this one gets. Yeah, most of the time, you just kind of want to somewhat keep an eye on it, because it's not going to do anything super crazy most of the time. Maybe during the storms, it's a little bit more of a problem, but like you've seen throughout the rest of this playthrough, can't ask for much calmer, water to deal with. So. And then you have to be mindful not to, what we'll call it, overcorrect. Make some slight adjustments, stay on top of my planned route. I do always forget to speed us back up. Once the net is done dropping, you want to manually speed back up to get that 100-meter distance between the different sets. And I always forget that. I'm like, why is this taking 5 minutes? Well, you're doing 3 knots. Yeah, judging from the fish finder, the eastern line is going to do much better than this western one. Oh well. It'll be okay. We're already pulling in just dollar bills. Just dollar bills. Nets full of dollar bills. these are some thin numbers here. They're still there though, so that works. Yeah, it's kind of one reason why I don't generally record the grinding trips out, because yeah. Plus, I'm completely turned off brain-wise most of the time anyway. This is the first time I've gotten to sit down and record since all the craziness went down with the puppy dog and everything. So yeah, it's just nice to relax, hang out with my gamers, do just an easy video. Like I probably will keep this series going, because again, I do want to get and try out the crab fishing. I just never got a chance to do that. So we are going to keep working towards that. And like I said, I want to try out Expedition 33. That game is just, it's piqued my curiosity, and I've been meaning, I've got it installed, I just hadn't had a chance to load it up. So may even do that today. Like, sleep schedule was completely off. I feel like it should be like way late at night, and it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, right after the puppy dog situation last night, the kiddo popped a low-grade fever, and you know, with his autism and everything, he can't tell me, you know, does he hurt somewhere, is he not feeling good, is it just allergies, is it a toothache, you know, he can't tell me any of that kind of stuff. So kind of freaked out a bit, didn't sleep very well. I guess I'll go ahead and share this story with you guys. I think it's kind of funny. At like 5:45 this morning, I just completely had a freak out about his fever, and I just couldn't wait till he woke up. I had to know what it was, so I grabbed the little temple. You know, you just press the button, set it on his temple for a second, and it tells you his temperature. And I legit thought I could be a ninja and sneak into his room and take his temp without waking him up. Well, I'm sure you guys can already guess how well that went. Not only did I not get the temperature, but I got a little bit of a, I wouldn't really call it a dirty look, but when he woke up, looked up and saw me, if you could, you know, like, what the hell are you doing, Dad? Could be a look. That was definitely what I got. So he let me take his temp. It was actually back where it should be, and he seems to be acting just fine today. So I don't really know. Maybe it's just, you know, Texas is warming up. Maybe it just got a little warm in his room. Who knows? I live the life of a million unanswered questions, so I don't dwell on stuff like that. I'll probably just never know why he had a low-grade fever last night. So can't stress about stuff like that. Just roll on to the next day. So getting to chill, hang out with you guys, do some fishing. Again, this net one, it just keeps you engaged enough to where you're, you know, just chilling. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've got Yummy in my earbud. I have no idea what he's playing, to be perfectly honest with you. I just like to have somebody in my ear. Kind of feels like there's somebody around. There's a term for it. It's like executive dysfunction, or body doubling or something like that, where if you feel like there's people around doing stuff with you, it's easier to get you to actually start something. So yeah, I am the biggest procrastinator in the world. So if it wasn't for the people that I listen to on YouTube, you guys might not get any content from me. So just a shout out to those guys. I listen to a lot of Yummy stuff. Big Puffer, of course. I've talked about cartoons on the channel. I absolutely love the Goons, even though they're pretty much the opposite of the content I put out. I absolutely love those guys to death. They have gotten me through some hard times, just keeping me laughing. So if you haven't checked out like Blarg and McNasty, the Do, Soup, Swagger Souls, I think, just joined the crew. So yeah, if you haven't checked them out before, just a little little heads up about them. They are, I think, the definition of not safe for work. So if you do happen to go check any of those guys out, Smitty, Grizzy, like that whole crew. I know there's a whole bunch I'm leaving out, but yeah, definitely go check them out. Just if you haven't run into them before, just be ready for some dark humor, some loud noises. It will definitely keep you awake. Definitely keep you awake and keep you laughing. Those guys are awesome. So, just a personal plug for them. If you haven't ever checked them out, definitely go swing by, say hi. They probably have earned the majority of my YouTube hours. I'll start a project like the fish tank. I've got a 55-gallon fish tank I've been neglecting, and a couple of days ago when I went to work on it, just put on I think it was a series of Blarg Warzone videos, and just giggled along with them while I worked on my fish tank. Like, I think that's kind of what I hope to provide to you guys. Just, I don't know, maybe if you're looking for a little bit more of a mellow experience, they'd come hang out over here. Definitely not going to yell at you. Try to keep things a little bit more, I guess, PG rated around here, because I know, according to my analytics, I do get the occasional younger person, so we try not to go too overboard. Now, I can't speak for DQ. You guys know how he gets. And yeah, definitely don't check out our hockey videos, because you'll call me a fibber. So, but yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I really enjoy making content for you guys. It really helps. I spend a lot of time solo, just sitting here at the computer, work and everything. You know, I got a teenager, so hanging out with dad is not his top priority. So getting to hang out with you guys really helps the mental state. Keeps me from feeling so isolated, so I appreciate it. If you've made it to this point in the video, I'm not going to ask you to like the video. I'm just going to give you a like and tell you how much I appreciate you hanging out and watching the content. So from me to you, Naxit sends you a like. So I think we'll drop one more. Should put us around the swing around time. And glancing over at the old recording time, I think I might have kept you guys long enough. We'll probably finish off this string and I'll let you get back to your day. Just a reminder, there is a link to our little Discord down there in the bottom. I have some plans. I really do want to expand it. Like, most of the channels we have in there are kind of based towards the TCG Card Shop Simulator game, but I would like to expand that some more, include some more games, be a little more active with you guys. If we jump into some Helldivers, you know, most of the time it's just me and DQ, and we play a lot of, like, I think up to maybe, say, 4-player type situations. So if you'd like to jump in some games with me and DQ, maybe get, you know, in a video. Can't promise anything, just you never know. But we seem to pretty much record just about everything we play these days. So if you'd like to squad up with us on some Payday 2 or some Helldivers, anything like that, definitely let me know. Join the Discord again, links in the description. I'm going to go ahead and just drop this last one right here, because why not? And with that in mind, again, just want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate you stopping by, clicking on the videos, leaving likes and comments. Appreciate all of that, helping us with the the YouTube algorithm, help us get out there a little bit further. Really appreciate your time. If you have any feedback, please feel free to leave it. I'm always open to, if you know of a good business simulator, anything like that you'd like to mention, have me try out, please feel free to leave that in the comments. I think this game came out in 2020. My other favorite game, the Car Mechanic, is a 2021 game, so I'm all about bringing back those bangers. So even if it's an older game that you think might be something good to check out for the channel, that you'd enjoy us doing a Let's Play on, or just checking out in general, please leave it in the comments. And with all of that long-windedness, I promised I wouldn't keep you forever, and here I am, just blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. You know how it goes. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate your time. Appreciate you clicking on the video. Leave a like if you feel like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful day, and that's it.